What's up, guys? It's Jake again, back here to do some more work on this thing. It's back in the work bay, out of the way, because I'm going to pull some things off it. First thing is the same issue as last week, the steering box. So I've spoken to the guys at Hydro Steer in Melbourne, and I gave them the numbers on the pump, and they said it's not the right one to begin with, and it's not making enough pressure to run this steering box effectively. The box should be 1750 PSI all day long, should be able to handle that. So that's what the pump relief should be set at, or 2000 as well. I found the number of the pump stamped in there. I don't know if you can see that, but we'll see it better to get it off. So I'm going to unbolt it. I've got to undo, what is it, 4 or 5 bolts around here. Take the hoses off, then pull the pump off, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to take it in. They're going to run it up and see what it's like, and if it's rebuildable, disassemble it and build it to the specs I need, I think. If not, we might end up with a new one. But yeah, just need to get it sorted so I can get on to the next bit. So first up, we're going to pull that pump off. Well, it's off and out of there. Let's go have a look. Here it is, off for the second time. It turns alright, but yeah, just doesn't. I don't think it's doing what it should. There's the number, V20F. Can't see it. Don't know if I'm going to unbolt it from this housing. Guess it depends if I can get that gear off there, which I might give it a go and see if I can get it off, and then I can just take in the pump. I'm thinking, but it doesn't. Don't actually know what holds that on, because there's no grub screw or anything. Interesting. Oh, unless I can just undo them bolts and it comes off. We'll find out right now. Let's see if this comes off or if this has to come off first. Better just mark that actually. But no, it doesn't look like it's going to come off either, so I'm going to get I'll have to put a puller on that. Just a mark so I know what orientation that goes back on without looking at it. I'll get a puller and see if that'll come off. Okay, we'll try crow's feet because all my pullers are broken. Look at that. So it's just held on with a keyway. It's not a tapered shaft or anything. Just for my reference, the long side faces the engine. Come on. Where's the rose? Can't even tell if actually there is a long side. Yeah. Long side faces the engine. Okay. There you go. I have it off. So we'll take that to hydro steer in the morning and hopefully they can sort us out with a new one or rebuild this one. So should be good. Hopefully they can sort it while I'm there and I don't have to drop it off and pick it up, but we'll see how we go. Alright, yeah, we'll be back soon. Okay, since well, I dropped my steering pump in at hydro steer this morning and they're gonna run it up and do whatever it needs or give me a new one, but they probably won't have that done till Monday. There's obviously a few things I could do in the engine bay still, but they're more tidying up things. I thought I'd really like to start doing some of the roadworthy things. The stuff under the engine bay is sort of more, yeah, just cleaning it up. It's not really a roadworthy issue, so I thought I'd undo this aluminium extrusion and see what's actually going on under here and what I need for a rubber boot, rubber ring to join the bunk and the cab. So I'm just going to undo all these tech screws and see what I actually need. And then yeah, once I know that, then I'll decide if I'm going to pull the bunk back or what I'm actually going to do. So yeah, we'll get this off and have a look what's under there. Okay, we got those rings out, so now I'm just gonna pull this lay flat hose off and see what we got under here. I'm pretty sure that's what it is lay flat hose. We've got a bit of a Hessian potato sack up the top there. 10 points for purposing the hose though. It probably would have done its job before it was all crispy. And that can go down there. And so can this, because it's getting new stuff. So, daylight out there. It all looks half reasonable. Should be able to do something with that. I probably don't know what I'm going to do yet. I reckon some aluminium extrusion angle, bend it up to fit around this maybe, possibly. Yeah, I'll have a look at it, think of something. Yeah. The only other thing I can do is don't know, got to think about this one. I think, yeah, I guess this is where I decide if I stick with this shape or not. Because if I go the bigger hole opening, which you'll see on this side, you can see, it's a bit hard to see, but you can see there where the trim stops, and it's got that panel covering it. I could cut out to here and go around, but it doesn't really benefit me in any way. I don't mind this opening, it's decent size, it's enough to get in and out. I'm only small, so it's not a big deal really. So didn't realize it was so flat. I could almost just get some form of flat rubber, go to Clark Rubber and see what I could get, and just screw it back there without, and just use some flat aluminium extrusion and then bend it round it and then cover it with a similar colour blue to this. I'm not too fussed about it matching at this stage because it's obviously got grey interior in the bunk and blue in the cab, so I'm not too fussed. And then I'll have to put my new headliner in. This one's seen better days. They get so brittle. So yeah, no, I'm happy with the condition of that. We'll make something work. I've got some rubber on its way to do this bunk ring, some accordion seal, I think they call it. So that's what I'm going to use for that, I'm pretty sure. In the meantime, while I wait on that to come, because I ordered it online, I'm going to fit these airbags in the rear. I'm still waiting on the pump from Hydrosteer. Hopefully after the weekend they'll have that. So I'm going to fit the airbags because I've got them all there ready to go. Just means I'll have to tape them up when I go to paint, but that's no big deal. And I might lift the turntable off so I can get to the airlines and stuff under there without crawling around under the truck, and I don't want to put it on the hoist just to do airbags. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick the back up with forklift or the digger and chuck a couple of stands under the back of the chassis here, and then I can do the bags, and I'm going to fit 4 new boosters to the back. I've got 2, I think. I'll have to get 2 more, and we'll go from there. So we'll do a bit of work. I've got the turntable off, so now I can get to these crunchy airbags and I'll be able to give it all a good wash when I get it back outside. Well, although I might not even need a wash, I might just get a sandblast. But yeah, I'll get these airbags out. You can see they probably wouldn't last very long. They're definitely had a hard life. So I'll get the airbags out. So I've got my new airbags here. The rest are all down under the bench over here. I had a real hard time. These are aluminium blocks, spacers. They sit between over that there, and then this mounting bracket goes on top like that. And you can see on that one there. And of course, aluminium and steel don't really mix that well. So yeah, I had to pull that whole mount off the chassis, which was 2 bolts, to put it in the vise and give it a turn. It was real tight, but I got it off. So yeah, we're gonna put it back together now. I've got to give a special mention to these guys, Southern Cross Transport Equipment Group. They're in Geelong. They looked after me with these airbags. They're aftermarket obviously, but yeah, they gave me a good deal on them, so I'm going to give those guys a shout out. Got a hat, 2 hats actually. So if you're local in Geelong or anywhere near any of their branches, definitely go see them for all your truck and trailer parts. They're real helpful. And if they're in Geelong, if you're in Geelong, tell them that I sent you, and they should look after you. So yeah, I'll put the link to their website in the description. Their website has all the part numbers and everything. It's where I cross-reference a bunch of Kenworth numbers to aftermarket parts. Like I punched the Kenworth airbag number in, the genuine number, and it spat out this number here. So it made it really easy to order them. So yeah, super easy to deal with. Good blokes, go see them. Southern Cross Transport Equipment Group. So yeah, alright, now we will put this new bag in.
just a short video for you guys this week to keep the progress happening. Hopefully have the power steering pump back for next week, and I can finish putting the airbags in and put the power steering pump in and go give it a drive and see how the steering goes. If it all works out, I'll go pick up a trailer, and I've got a couple of machines to move from just up the road, so I'll give it its test before I pull the rear end apart to paint it all and do all the airlines and everything. So that's the plan. Sorry about the shorter video, but had a fair few jobs come up this week and it's been pretty busy, so trying to cram it all in to 1 week is a bit much sometimes, but got to keep the progress happening or otherwise it'll never get done. So I appreciate all you guys watching the videos as always, the comments, the likes, and really good. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll be back next week with some more progress hopefully. Thanks for watching. Cheers.